You were obviously out there in 2023 when that happened. What was more fiery out in the middle? What happened after Alex Carey, Johnny Bairstow, or what happened after you nicking it and not walking?
2023 was unbelievable. That was a wild experience walking out to bat. Just walking through the long room and feeling this like emotion of the Lord's crowd. Immediately, it was the crowd that made the decision of that. Of why that turned into a big story. If the crowd would have just sort of settled and gone, well, Johnny was a bit sort of dozy, wandering around his crease, he's been run out, it wouldn't really have been a talking point. But the crowd got so audibly upset and booing Pat for the decision, and then I had a bit of a run-in with Pat when I was walking out to bat, where he was looking, as Aussie bowlers always do, they're looking at you a bit sort of trying to intimidate you type thing. And I sort of said something to him, and he said, "Oh yeah, Broady, you're hardly the face of spirit cricket or something." And that just revved me. I was like, I'm not having that. So I didn't even say like, "How's it?" to Stokesy when I got out there. I just walked straight past Stokesy, and I just started having to go at everyone. And I said something ridiculous to Alex Carey, like, "That's all you're going to be remembered for." I just completely forgot there were stump mics and cameras. Anyone in a green cap, I'm just having a go at. And after about 20 minutes, Stokesy, we tapped gloves. He's like, "You all right?" I'm like, "Sorry, Skip." "Sorry, Skip. I'm absolutely all over the place." I was calling Pat everything, like saying, "All these boos, they're for you, Pat. They're for you. All these boos." And Stokesy went, I said, "Sorry, Skip. Like, I'm good. I'm with you. Like, don't worry. Like, I'm concentrating." And he goes, "Keep going." I said, "What do you mean?" He goes, "Have a look at all the Aussies now. They're just staring at the floor. They're not communicating. They're bowling badly at me, as in Stokesy. There's no plan. You've got to keep going at them. Just keep rattling them." So for 20 minutes, I was a bit red mist. And then for the next sort of however long, hour, 2 hours, I was deliberately... I've not seen Starkey since this, and I need to apologise for him, because there was one bit where Stokesy's going. He's flying, and Starkey's bowling into the wind to the short leg side boundary down the hill, and he's asked to bowl short to Stokesy. And Stokesy's a really good player, the short ball. And Stokesy's sort of top edge 1 for 6, and then he's whacked one to old Father Time. And I was doing this most ridiculous, embarrassing thing where every time Stokesy middled the ball, was going for 6, I was going, "Woohoo! 6 more! 6 more, Stokesy! Shot boy!" Like out loud. And I remember this look, because obviously I know what it's like to get hit for 6s. It's a horrible feeling. I remember Starkey looking at me as if to say, "Just fuck off." I was just in a like full-blown wind-up mode. And actually, I think we got done a bit there, in the sense that we were going really nicely, and Stokesy's 150 not out, and there was a drinks break, and that was just that 10-minute or 6-minute break that the Aussies got together, as they do, like tactically, and said, "Right, let's change the plan, let's bowl slower or wider." And Stokesy hit one up the shoot, and they had everyone on the boundary for both of us, right? And what we should have done, Stokesy had said to me earlier in the day, "Don't speak to me. If I run 1, you run 1. If I run 2, you run 2. If I hit 6, just stay down that end." Basically, just saying, "I'll do my job. You just stay with me." And I should have gone to him, "Stokesy, let's just take 1. Let's just, now they've got everyone on the boundary for half an hour here. Let's take 1 and get this down to 20, and then everyone's nervous." But we tried to carry on, and we didn't get there. But it was amazing energy out there. It was awesome. I loved it.
When you're playing an Ashes test, because you played 40 of them, was the adrenaline a bit different in general, without the bigger moments that we've already discussed?
Ashes cricket particularly stirred up my the theatrical side of my game. I don't think I've ever said this, but this is how I used to view it in my own mind. I looked at myself as a cricketer as an actor. I was a different person when I crossed the white line, and so I didn't really care who I upset, who I annoyed, what I said to different people. Not that I was a particular sledger, but I would try and be this actor on a field, and then when I get off the field and get a beer in my hand, I'm a completely different person. I'm actually like relatively quite introverted and sit back, whereas on the field I liked that revving the crowd up. I mean, the thought of going on stage and revving a crowd up would be completely horrific for me off a cricket field. But that's how I separated how I acted or like lived my life in a cricket field. I mean, don't get me wrong, 2023, when I watched the highlights and the compilation of how I carried on when I was batting with Stokesy, I was sat at home with Molly with a cup of tea going, "What the was I doing?" Like, this is absolutely full-blown embarrassing. But that's how I separate. You know, when I was on that field, I was in a battle at all times, and Ashes cricket sort of got the best out of the actor.